Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up. But first, our top story. Police are investigating a deadly car-pedestrian crash in northwest Sioux Falls. It happened just after 10 o'clock last night at North Marion Road and West Bentgrass Street. Police say a southbound vehicle struck a man as he was crossing the road. Police say the vehicle then left the scene. The man later died at the hospital. Police closed the area to traffic as they worked the scene. There's no word yet on whether police have located the driver. An alcohol-related crash in Lincoln County has authorities reminding St. Patrick's Day weekend revelers to find a sober driver. The Sheriff's Department posted these photos on Facebook of a vehicle that ended up on its side near 271st Street and 476th Avenue north of Harrisburg last night. Deputies arrested the driver for DUI. Around that same time, deputies were called to a different rollover on 271st Street and Highway 11. The Sheriff's Department says that crash resulted in multiple injuries. Lincoln High School has started a new scholarship program in memory of an English teacher who died during the derecho last spring in Sioux Falls. Annie Lanning helped start the Patriot Post program, where students who've struggled with their studies can get caught up with their classwork. Seniors who have attended the Patriot Post are eligible for the $500 scholarship.
The kids came in so excited. Like, I didn't know that there was going to be a scholarship for in memory of her, and I'm so excited that I get to, apply for it, and they were just really, really stoked.
The scholarship is called the Annie Lanning All the Words Scholarship, a reference to her love of words and of writing. A former child care worker has admitted to molesting children under his care. 27-year-old Chris Fumi pleaded guilty Friday to 6 counts of sexual contact with a child. He was indicted on 9 counts in Lincoln County, so 3 of those charges were dropped as part of the plea deal. The case involves incidents caught on camera at a southern Sioux Falls daycare last September. The victims were 3 and 4 years old. Fumi also faces 9 sexual contact charges in Minnehaha County. In that case, he's accused of touching children at a child care center and at homes. Fumi will be back in court on Monday for the second part of the plea agreement. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It is a very cold start to the day out there, but we at least have a nice sunrise in a couple of areas to try and take the edge off of that cold. It doesn't do much, but something at least. And to Aberdeen we go, 2 degrees. Again, beautiful sunrise, but then you have that northwest wind of 17 miles per hour to go with that 2-degree reading, and you have wind chill values well below 0. And it doesn't get a whole lot better here in Sioux Falls. Here's Falls Park, 5, a northwest wind at 18 miles per hour. So you have those air temperatures in the single digits above 0. Unless you're in Custer, you're at 11, and even then, that's not all that great. 1 degree in Mobridge, 2 for Watertown, 5 Brookings and Marshall, 7 in Pierre, 2 for Faith, 9 in Winter, 6 for Mitchell, 9 Spencer, and 7 in Yankton. But then you factor in that wind, especially East River, which has been pretty strong as of late. And you have wind chill values this morning in the double digits below 0, especially near and east of the James River Valley, where we've had wind chills as low as minus 21 at times this morning. So plan accordingly as you go about the start of your day. We do have spring around the corner. Kind of. We'll talk about that in your 7-day forecast.
All right. Thank you very much, Adam. Well, the SCSU women's basketball team defeated USC 62-57 in overtime last night to advance to the second round of the NCAA National Tournament. Be sure to follow KELOLAND Sports' Ian Sachs reports from Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Jackrabbits prepare to take on top-seeded Virginia Tech Sunday afternoon. Downtown Sioux Falls will turn a festive shade of green today. The St. Patrick's Day extravaganza gets underway at 11 a.m. with the traditional painting of the shamrock in front of Mrs. Murphy's Irish Gifts on Phillips Avenue. The parade gets underway at 2 p.m. starting at 13th and Phillips in front of our KELOLAND studios and ending at 5th and Phillips. Phillips Avenue will be closed between 10th and 11th Street starting at 10:45 a.m. Plenty of runners will be preceding those parade floats. The Lucky Sevens 5-mile run starts at 9 a.m. at Faywick Park. The 5K starts at 11:30, also at Faywick Park. The 1-mile run starts at 1:50 p.m. in front of the Federal Courthouse on Phillips Avenue. The Elride Shrine in downtown Sioux Falls is hosting a Fife and Drum St. Patty's Day Bash. The doors open at 11 a.m. with free admission. Food and green beer will be served all day long. Live music gets underway at 5 p.m. Irish-inspired music will be part of the performances at the International Celebration Concert presented by Harmony, South Dakota. It's taking place at 10:30 this morning at the St. Joseph School Gymnasium in Sioux Falls. And if you're in the Black Hills, celebrate St. Patrick's Day in the historic gambling town of Deadwood. Activities start with an Eggs and Kegs breakfast and brunch starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time above Saloon Number 10. The parade down Main Street begins at noon. A pub crawl starts at 2:30 p.m. and a party at the Franklin Hotel gets underway at 7:30. Adam?
Well, we're going to have to keep those wind chills in mind as you go through the morning. Again, we're talking about wind chill values in the double digits below zero the further east you go. It doesn't get a whole lot better out to the west. This is going to be as cold as it gets. And by this, I mean today and tonight. I can't just say one or the other. At least we have high pressure in place, so we're not going to be dealing with any new moisture coming around anytime soon, but blowing snow concerns will be in place, especially East River. We still have portions of I-29 and I-90 that are closed, not to mention some pretty slick and hazardous roadways in eastern portions of KELOLAND, so continue to keep that in mind as you go about your day. But like I said, at least we don't have much to worry about in terms of new snow or any kind of moisture for that matter. As we go through Sunday and then the start of spring on Monday, we're looking pretty good. But by the middle of the week, though, we start to get a little active in the weather department. Not much, but some rain and snow showers are possible Tuesday into Wednesday and into Thursday. And depending on the timing of each impulse, it could either be that rain-snow mix, or if it's overnight with temperatures still falling below freezing, mainly snow. So just watch things for the next couple of days. We will as well, and we'll keep you informed. But by Friday and the next weekend, we're looking pretty good. Now, if only we could do something about that temperature. And unfortunately, I don't think we really get much help in that regard, as the trend continues to keep near to below average temperatures firmly in place over really the entirety of KELOLAND. Milder air is out there, but it's down toward Kansas, Missouri, and portions of Illinois as well. Even as we head into the final full weekend of March, it doesn't really get a whole lot better before we try and maybe get a little bit of improvement by the start of April. Even then, that might be a bit of a stretch, as odds for below average temperatures are favored into the end of the month. Highs today, though, climbing at best into the teens and low 20s if you are East River. That's without the wind. 20s and 30s, though, to the west. Overnight low temperatures falling into the single digits above and below zero East River. Teens to low 20s out west if you're East River. We will also have to keep an eye on that wind chill factor once again. But this is as cold as it gets. Take a look at the improvement we get on Sunday, though. The final full day of winter. 30s to around 40 to the east with some blowing snow concerns at times, but 50s in southwestern South Dakota. Now, if only we could keep that in place. Your 7-day forecast has a great first day of spring. The midweek outlook does get a little messy at times with rain and snow showers in place Tuesday through Thursday for Sioux Falls and in Aberdeen. But beyond that, no complete blockbuster system anytime soon. No organized activity, just some scattered rain and snow showers across really the entirety of KELOLAND for that midweek outlook. The weekend is a tale of two halves as you head toward Pierre and Rapid City. A colder first half, but a noticeably warmer second half on the way. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.